It had taken a decent bit of time for DeFazio Combs to become the out-and-out starting receiver at Tulane. He sat the bench as his freshman season rolled through without any playing time, and then as a redshirt freshman, he finally seen action in the second half of the year, and when he finally got to be the starter, I thought he performed pretty well, having a overall year of 600 plus yards, 8 touchdowns, 47 grabs as a whole, and had a big 95-yard touchdown in his bowl matchup. He's sitting here now at a 71 overall, and we are ready for the redshirt sophomore season at Combs as they're taking on Iowa State on the road. Game 1 of the year as they're throwing that one deep, and that's Kona Free, the other receiver. There you go. We have a new quarterback as well, Jamison Vick, the guy who's going to be leading this team, a freshman. I think he has a lot more skills to him than the quarterback we had last year, already taking a 7-0 lead as Combs came off the field. Them finishing that drive, but a fumble on the next drive is going to set them back. 3rd down and 11, they just throw a screen out, and Combs' first catch of the year. It's going to be a loss of 2 in a punt situation, as I do find it curious, despite being the #1 wide receiver, how much Combs will come off the field in certain situations. 3rd down and 22 next drive. They're throwing one deep. That ball sails, and it's going to be 4th down. Iowa State ends up tying the game up, and we're already closing in on halftime. Curl around. That ball was a little late, a little slow to get there, but Combs made the catch. 2nd down and 1, the handoff. A lot of room, and Combs doesn't really hit a block more than he just kind of runs into somebody, but it will work out, and Combs comes off the field for the rest of the half. It's still 7-7 as we go to the 3rd quarter, and the first drive of the half will be a 6-yard gain to start things off. Combs in route, got the grab, and his 3rd of the game is going to be for a 1st down. So 3 catches for 17 yards, screen set up for the tight end, and that will be a 1st down, moving the chains to get into enemy territory, as the option's not going to go anywhere. I mean, they came in motion, tried to block somebody off the edge, and that didn't happen at all. 3rd down and 12 situation, and a 1-yard loss is going to lead to a punt. So Tulane going to have to give the football back to Iowa State, and maybe some offensive struggles early on. Thing I do like about being at Tulane, though, you do get opportunities, you do get targets, you do get the football. Opportunity is going to be not something Combs is struggling to come by. The other receiver right now, Kona Free's having the big game as he gets it to the red zone. Combs checks out the game, and they will just go and end the drive with a field goal. So like, situations like that, it's like, man, you're the #1 receiver. I feel like you should be playing if you're in the red zone, but they take him out, and you know, they get 3 points on the drive, but you'd like to be there to maybe get an opportunity at a touchdown, as the run is going to get to the 30-yard line now. 3rd quarter winding down, quick pass to Combs, and it will be a grab. It's not been a lot of yards. 4 catches, 21 yards, and a 3rd down stop for the Cyclone defense is going to lead to another field goal try. So it'll be a 13-7 game if he knocks it through, and he will. Iowa State doesn't get anything, turns the ball over to the Tulane offense pretty quickly, but it will be a 3rd down and 6. Now throwing the football on the slant, not going to get the football as the tight end's going to get the first, but a whole lot of nothing on offense on both sides. The rain, I guess, playing a factor as 3rd down and long, another sack for the Cyclone defense, and Jamison Vick for his debut. Not getting a whole lot in terms of protection, but the offense now for Iowa State needing to go and maybe take the lead here. They will with just under 4 to play. And now Tulane's offense, will they go in a game-winning drive? The run game's going to help them out a start. 15-yard gain to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10, 3:30 to play. Trying to find that soft spot in the zone. He got hit as he was trying to throw it, and I guess it goes down as a sack. 3rd down and 18 now, as we're really needing a big play, but another sack. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell if it's Vick or the offensive line. It's bad, though, as we'll give the football back to Iowa State, who goes and gets a field goal, so 17-13 your score. That pass is caught. Kona Free's having a massive game. Vick over 200 yards, 1:30 to play, as now they're going Combs' way. Caught for the 1st down, and Combs of the 35, his 5th grab of the day. Now 1 minute to go, 35-yard line. Combs, that's going to be a 5-yard loss. Watching their defense just put the quarterback on his back, and now a fumble. 4th down, and Combs, 4th and 17, you gotta go for it. We're coming off the field. Why are we coming off the field? Why? Why did they score? We won the game. Okay, I don't understand that, but we win the game. That's a weird way to start this season. We come off the field on 4th and 17. They get it, and then I guess it makes sense for them to like keep hurrying up. So they scored the touchdown. I don't know why DeFazio had to come off the field for that, but I guess it works out. We'll take the win any way we can get it. I mean, Iowa State's going to be one of the toughest opponents we play this season, but I guess so. We'll also take care of one of our teammates' dogs. We'll go take the dog to the park. There we go. I had some fun with the dog, and I also got a girl's number. Cool. DeFazio, nice week 1 for him. Now let's move on to an NIL offer. So nice to have NIL offers, a 6-week contract, and it'll be +3 break tackle for me and a teammate, and 1 skill point for a week. So I think break tackle, should probably give that to the running back. I mean, Jamison Vick's someone we probably care about a little bit more, but I don't think he needs the break tackle quite as much as our running back does. So let's get to our home opener. It wasn't a great game for Combs. 5 catches, just over 30 yards. But how about a week 2 matchup where, I mean, it might be an FCS team, but this is an opportunity. Maybe pad some stats and get some opportunities to really have some big plays. Combs is a big play threat. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities so far to be that big play guy. Even last season, he had a couple, but this team is so desperate for a true #1 receiver that they can just give the ball to in any situation that Combs hasn't really been able to fit into the role of just being a take the top off the defense type of threat. But let's start this game off with DeFazio already having a 23-yard grab for a first down. And I mean, it's an FCS team, so nobody on this team is going to be able to really cover Combs effectively. Throwing one up top, and that's going to be broken up. So nice job from the FCS defender, but Combs getting the targets early and often. His 3rd of the game gets a first down. Tulane puts the ball in the end zone, and now back out on the field comes Combs. As from the 32-yard line, he'll go up and out on the wheel route. They're taking the shot. Dave Combs got a stab. It's caught. He's gone. Touchdown. DeFazio, 68 yards. Don't want to farm the FCS teams too much due to the fact that you don't want half your yards or a quarter of your yards all season coming against the cupcake opponents. But let's see what we got here in the first quarter. Still winding down. DeFazio, spin move and a broken tackle. Gets 9 yards on that one. 3rd down and 7. Combs with another grab. And we're just kind of showing the highlights here, as I don't think we're really in much danger of losing this game. How about throwing a screen and Combs hitting a block, and he gets a first down. Combs can block too. He'll go out there and throw his body on the line a little bit. Combs already at 115 yards, and 3rd down and 8 situation. A sack is going to lead to FCS getting the football back, but they don't do much with it. They turn it over pretty quickly, and we'll get stopped on 3rd down. We go 3 and out, but it will be a field goal try. About 50 yards out to give us a 17-3 lead, and the kick is, I don't even know if they tried it. If they tried it, it's no good. If not, they punted the football, which would be pretty weak, as Combs, he got open outside, but they're going to go and find a receiver on the other side of the field and get into enemy territory. Now a run, as that's going to be a solid gain of 8. 3rd down and 1 the situation now. Run inside. That one wasn't very well blocked. Not much I could have done there, and we'll have to go off the field again. I would like you to try the field goal and hit it this time. It'd be from 51. You wouldn't do it from 50. Well, you're not doing it from 51 either, but at least we get the football in great field position. 3rd quarter, 7 minutes to play. A little bubble screen for Combs. Been a bit more quiet since that big first quarter. Now 2nd down and 4, handing it off. Nice blocking set up there and inside the 10-yard line to the 9. Combs comes off the field, and Tulane doesn't score. Why are we kind of struggling against the FCS team? This is not a good sign. As now 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Combs up top, got it. And if he kept his foot in bounds, he would have been gone, but we'll take the big play. 8 catches for 150 on the day, as now Tulane's offense. Can someone else come up big? There we go, across the other side of the field. I can't see what's going on, but that's a touchdown. Looked like they got a crosser to the tight end on the other side, and he walked in. 21-6 now the score. Another RPO screen for Combs. Doesn't really get anything. He got a yard there, but we jump ahead to goal to go from the 4. 7 minutes to play. Direct snap, touchdown. And now starting to comfortably run away with this game, and a victory for Tulane. 31-6, but it was 14-6 at half. It was a little bit of a struggle, but let's just start to put the pieces together a little bit. 9 catches, 151 yards at a touchdown. Nice big performance, but I want to see if we can do that against tougher competition. As you know, I'm not going to be showing a lot of the weekly agenda, but it's going to be pretty spread out between getting training XP and trying to maintain the grades we have. I'm not really putting anything into leadership and an occasional amount into brand because I want the level 2, the 10K to maybe have 2 NIL deals, but it's mainly going to be XP and academics as we're taking on 2-0 Akron in the next game. So 2-2-0 teams. We're on the all-black jerseys this time around. 3rd down and 2 from the 40-yard line. Quick out route. Combs had to come back for it, and it's short. 4th down and 1 going for it, and they go stretch right, and the blocking was not very good. Offensive line help him out a little bit. We'll have to come off the field, and Akron will take over in nice field position. They don't do anything with it. Tulane now with the ball back as they go over the middle, and Kona Freeze had a nice start to his season, as maybe we do have a little bit of a co-star at wide receiver. Combs wide open over the middle, and Combs on the crossers got a big gain. And 2 catches, 27 yards early on in this one. 3 minutes in, and it's already Combs seeing the football as he'll come off the field. In another situation, you come off the field, Tulane puts up 3, but they finish the drive without him. I would like to be a part of these drives and actually finish them. I haven't even had much of an opportunity to put the ball in the end zone much because we keep getting taken out every time we get close. Combs makes another grab there, comes off the field again, and by the time we check back in, we're at the 11-yard line. This is more what I want. I want some red zone opportunities, not sacks. 2nd quarter underway, 3rd and 16, and it will be caught. 5-yard gain. It'll be a field goal, but Akron scores a touchdown. So how about 7-6? Combs not able to get his foot in. 3 catches, 37 yards still. 3rd down and 8. Here we go. Combs makes the grab. He's got the speed. DeFazio. He's gone. Touchdown. 73 yards. And just like that, you give him a little bit of opportunity, and he's got the speed to take it all the way. Ain't nobody on Akron going to be able to keep up with Combs. 16-7 your score. Take back over in great field position from the 5-yard line. Pass outside is going to be caught 4th and inches the situation. Combs will come off. Hopefully goal line package maybe? No, they'll kick the field goal. Okay. Akron puts it in the end zone though. 2nd half underway. 19-14 your score. Combs puts somebody on the ground. There we go. That's how we like to see our blocking go. RPO for the 1st down to the tight end. See if we got another big play in us lining up in the slot. Combs coming across the field, open in the middle. That's another play right over the middle where they just haven't been able to cover him. And now 5 for 127 on the day. Back-to-back big 100-plus yard games as now from the red zone. Combs over the middle, linebackers there, and it's going to be a sack for Akron. Combs couldn't get it open. 3rd down and 12 the situation now. They go the other way with it. Don't think he's going to get there. It'll be 4th down and 5, so a field goal try would still keep it a 1-score game. It would be 22-14 if we make it. And we do. Akron able to get the touchdown, but not the 2-point conversion. So 3rd quarter winding down. Combs got a free release. DeFazio, he's going to do it again. And he's in for the touchdown. I think the quarterback just got left flat-footed, and he was not ready for the speed. Combs with 193 and 2 long touchdowns on the day. And he's having maybe already what we could say is a breakout season. I know FCS and Akron, but he's already putting up big numbers. And look at Combs getting down the field. I don't know if that block helped, but I think it did enough to get him to the end zone. He might have been gone regardless, but I'll say Combs helped out. Touchdown Tulane on the ground. And now 35-20 your score the 4th quarter. And it will be, I think they went for 2 and missed it, or they missed the extra point. I'm just going to assume they went for 2 to try to make it a 17-point game. 7 minutes to play. I don't know if Combs got anything else for this game, but a nice play for a running back getting a lot of yards on that one. He got like 20 plus. Now 3rd down and 9. Running game. Gonna get the 1st down inside the 10. Goal to go as another run. This time it's Vic. He's keeping it, and he's in. Tulane's going to wrap this game up with a victory as they get the ball back with a minute to go. And how about sealing the edge? Hey, Combs has had some nice blocks this game, and it's another touchdown for Tulane to, not really do much to change anything. It would have been game regardless, but 49-20, a 30-point 2nd half. Combs 9 targets, but he made the most of them. 193 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now let's study for our test in celebration. Now let's move on to North Texas, 3-0 on the season, and let's see if we could take out North Texas, who's 2-1. As Combs is going to have the bubble screen, and I didn't love the blocking on that one, just a yard on the play. As 3rd down and 60, can he get a couple more yards for field goal range? Combs is going to watch his team turn the football over. I think that was maybe an interception. Regardless, it's unfortunate as the early turnover will give North Texas the football, but instead, we'll get the football back. Combs doesn't see the field, but he is going to drop a pass here. But Tulane's up 7-0, and I guess Combs was not needed for that touchdown drive, but he will be needed to hit a block. Kona free inside the 15-yard line. There we go. I mean, nice blocking at least, as Combs is going to watch his team get sacked. At least the sacks weren't as bad last couple of games compared to the Iowa State game. The Iowa State game was 8 sacks. Hasn't been so bad since, but it will be a field goal for our offense, and North Texas will respond with a field goal of their own. So 10-3 your score, as Combs got a release on the outside, and DeFazio converts a 2nd down and 14 with a 23-yard grab. 3rd down and 7 the situation now in enemy territory, and it will be a 1st down into field goal range. Combs checks out the game, and Tulane gets a field goal without him, as now North Texas will double up on getting field goals. They go 13-9 in the 2nd half, and look at Vic. I wouldn't call him Michael Vick with that speed, but he's got enough to get a decent run to the 41-yard line. Now a handoff on the ground, and another 1st down carry into enemy territory. Finally a decent run from our running back as Combs got the grab right past the linebacker's head. And now from the 30-yard line, 3rd down and 8. Combs over the middle. He's got the grab. And a 1st down back-to-back. Now Combs getting involved a little bit as he's going to go to the end zone. They're going to try one up. That's just a jump ball. I don't think DeFazio is the type of guy you want to throw jump balls to. I mean, I think there's other usages for him that would be a little bit better. I don't know about that one. That was a questionable throw. North Texas gets a field goal. We're still up by 1. They haven't been able to put the ball in the end zone, and a 3-and-out for the offense, as now North Texas will take over, presumably in nice field position, needing just a single point to tie it up, and they will get the end zone. They will score, not get the 2-point conversion. Combs now on the outside, got the grab, got his feet in. And now in the 4th quarter, needing a touchdown to take the lead. Run game. I think that was a little bit on me. I could have hit a block there. 3rd down and 8, though. Let's try to make up for it. Open, 1st down. And Combs past midfield. As now he's got 79 yards on the day. This pass going to go to the tight end. Combs gets a block on the edge to a guy who probably wasn't going to be able to catch him. But now at the 35-yard line, they're going to take him off the field. And, well, when we come back on, it's goal to go. So I guess it works out. Running back breaks a tackle and will still lose a yard on the play. Combs is going to come out again, though. And they're going to try to do it without him. I don't appreciate this. They're going to score. I mean, it keeps working, but I would like to be involved in the game plan. 2-point conversion. They just flat out miss Combs, who was open. That's just a 1-point lead. 19-18 your score, as North Texas is going to put it in the end zone. 24-19 with 3 minutes to go is your score, as a screen for the running back. Combs is there. He sort of hit a block and gets the 1st down. 3rd down and 6 situation now with just 2.5 to play, as Combs to the outside, got open, and he's got the 1st down to midfield. There we go. Combs got an 89 on the day, and he's going to have a pass over the middle. Combs makes a cut the other way. 50 yards, touchdown. DeFazio with another big play. 3 straight games with a 50-plus yard touchdown, and this one could be a game winner. He's dancing right in front of the cheerleader. He was showing the cheerleader his moves, and Tulane, he doesn't touch the field again, but Tulane gets the win, 25-24 on a game-winning 50-yard score at 13 targets on the day. So we take that, 139 yards and a touchdown. So 3 straight games of 130-plus yards. How about another NIL offer? So we get a 6-week contract, 2 skill points, test readiness, followers per week. We'll take that. I mean, I'll take all the skill points I can get, as we also did good on our grades, so our GPA went up, and we are looking pretty comfortable there. So we have 2 skill points to add on. I'll keep them kind of in the bank right now with 19 overall, because we had the 2 skill points there, the other NIL contract that's given us 1 a week, that all the big performances. I mean, yeah, 19 skill points. So with Combs, I want to get that speed up even more. 95 speed, 92 acceleration. That's big right there to get the 95 speed. But you know, once you get up that high speed-wise, it's going to be, you know, the upgrades are going to be scarce. It might be like +1, so we're going to get hands going, route running, other stuff, as that pass going to be over the head of Combs, so an incomplete target to him. We're taking on 2-2 Rice, trying to go for 5-0 on the season, and already driving the football late in this first quarter. As 2 minutes to go, Combs over the middle, calling for the ball, but Vic's just going to keep it himself. I guess that works out. Goal to go from the 6. Now we're at the 4, 2nd down and goal. Combs going to watch Kona free, get a diving touchdown. And we tie this game up. Not only that, we get the football back in great field position, immediately get it back in the red zone. That pass gonna be dropped a little bit. I think bobbled, maybe the defender got a hand on it. Regardless, though, there is a flag, and we'll take a pass interference on us. I mean, we'll take that, obviously. Would have preferred the catch, but gonna get us to the 5-yard line. 3rd down and goal. Combs has already gotten a number of touchdowns on a quick slant, but it's not gonna happen this time. The tight end's gonna get it in. And Combs, 14-7 the score. Still yet to get his first catch, but he's got one there. And if he got by that defender, he was gone. He'll take the 27 yards. And we'll move it to the 43-yard line. 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Combs, once again, defender got left flat-footed. Is wide open. Touchdown. DeFazio, the safety was just so slow to react, and he got blown right by. Another big touchdown grab for DeFazio Combs. As now the game, it's a dominant one right now. 35-14 is your score. Combs has not been putting up a lot of catches, as he's just got the 2 on the day. Vic got banged up. He's fine. He'll be okay, but, you know, it was a little scary in the moment because I thought Jamison Vic has played pretty solid, you know, for a freshman, getting his first couple career starts. Tulane punches it in the end zone, and it's been a dominant game here over Rice. And because it's so dominant, Combs sits out the fourth quarter. 45-14 is your final, and Combs just 2 catches on the day, so a season low, but he had the big touchdown and 80+ yards as a whole. 5 wins in a row, 5-0 on the season. And when you're talking about who to credit, I mean, you could credit a bunch of people. I thought the team, though, they've been playing a lot better than they were last year. Also, DeFazio, he's definitely not cheating on a test. He's too good for that. He's an upstanding human being, an upstanding citizen. You know, we're not doing any of that cheap stuff. So we are now also seeing another teammate invite us to some random thing, and our teammates respect us a little bit more, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for the on-the-field action. 5-0 right now, taking on UAB on the road. UAB 2-2 on the season, as Combs is going to watch that pass be a dump-off, and it's going to lose 6 yards on a dump-off. I mean, I don't like that decision. 3rd down and 11, though, as they're going to throw a comeback, but that was, I mean, you need to throw that one a little bit further on. And we're near the 1st down marker. Now 3rd down situation on the next drive. Threatening to go 3 and out. Pass is incomplete, so 3 and out. UAB gets a field goal. Tulane doesn't do anything with their next drive. UAB gets a touchdown. So by the time we touch the field again, 6 minutes to play in the second quarter, and we're down by 10. And the offense not been able to do much so far. Jamison Vic banged up back-to-back games, and another turnover. 3 and out. 4th and inch is not going for it. Next drive, Combs gets a screen, and he's not going to get anything from it. He's got 2 catches for 4 yards. 3rd down and a sack. This team can't do anything today. The UAB up 13-0, and the half, we're probably going to get shut out this half unless you do something on this drive. They're going to take a shot down the field. 1-on-1 for Combs. It's underthrown and intercepted. And I think Combs had a chance at that one if it was thrown a little bit further. He had a step on the corner. The safety came over, and since the ball was underthrown a little bit, safety had a chance to make a play. 13-0 at half is the score. Throwing the football deep, incomplete. 3rd down and 9. Jamison Vic's having his worst performance of the day. Screen. Will it be another 3 and out? No, we will get the 1st down, and the running back finally gives us something on offense. Vic just 60 yards through the air. Combs also not having a great game. Another sack, and going to have to come off the field here for 3rd down and 18. I don't know what they're going to do without us, but see what they got. Not going to go anywhere. And UAB still shutting us out. Combs, can he get something going? Long developing play. Combs, it's intercepted! And that pass was just, I mean, I called for it, but it was just, could have been thrown so much earlier. He was open for a long time. And now it's 21-0 in the fourth quarter. And it's been bad all around. I mean, not to absolve Combs of wrongdoing. He hasn't had a great game either, but Vic's had his worst game of this season. The offensive line's not protecting. Run game's not doing anything. Combs gets open here. Finally something. A big grab and a gain of about 20 on the play. 3rd down and 7 situation, though. Can we find the end zone at all? 4th down and now having to go for basically your game on the line here. They're going to go Combs' way. Incomplete on the curl. Game is over, though. And after a hot 5-0 start, just shut out against UAB. That's unfortunate. I guess the positives, though, the GPA's at 3.6, so doing nice there, and got 8 skill points on the board. So I guess there's your positives, but at the midway point in the regular season, overall, it's been a very successful year, 5-1, a couple of 100-yard performances, a lot of big touchdowns. And we're going to see if we can have a similar level of success the second half of the year. Don't want to have that game against UAB really hurt us and have us lose all of our momentum, as now taking on Charlotte on the road. There's about 14 fans in the bleachers right now as 3rd down and 9 has hit. 4 minutes to play. Pass outside is going to be incomplete. And Charlotte already up 7-0 is going to have to be a 7-3 game. And we don't see the field again until the second quarter, where we're at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10 now from the 27 after a run. Screen set up. And on the outside, running back, one man in the open field. Couldn't make a miss. He'll get 6. 2nd down and 4. Set up the little dig screen. Combs got it with a little bit of room. And he will have the 1st down. A gain of 7. Into the red zone they go. Combs is going to go outside. I mean, it's going to be a sack, though. I mean, he didn't really get open on that play. 3rd down and 15. And they are going to go with a pass over the middle. He's going to run his way to the 1-yard line. And Combs will come off. They probably go goal line, punch it in for a touchdown. 10-7 your score, as it's been Combs actually not really doing a whole lot this game right now. Just 2 catches and halftime approaching. Number 3 receiver, JT Reyna's got 5 catches on the day, so good on him, as Combs thinks he got wide open in the middle of the field, but they're not going to get it to him, as they'll just end up getting 8 yards. 11-yard line now. 3rd down and 2. Quick pass. Combs got the 1st down, and it's goal to go from the 6. I mean, hasn't had a whole lot of targets come his way, but a key one there. He'll come off the field, though, in a goal-to-go situation. Tulane gets the touchdown, so 17-7 your score. Under 2 to go in the half. Combs, they're going to throw it deep his way. He's got a stab. Combs, he's got it. Touchdown. DeFazio at any moment could come out here and make a big-time 50-plus yard grab for a score. He's gotten so many already, and he's got another one to add to his resume. And look at Combs on the old little RPO. Wasn't expecting to get the ball, but 2 spin moves is going to spring him for a 100-yard game. And just like that, you get one big play and it changes everything. 24-7 as Combs sitting at a 5-catch, 107-yard day. And he is just looking to add to the production. Another 1st down for Combs. And he's getting it going now, as Vic is at 236, 2 touchdowns and no picks, having a nice game. 1st down, 32-yard line, as they're going to run it, lose yards in the backfield, settle for, I mean, maybe a long field goal. They haven't been trying 50-yarder, so they might end up punting it here, as it will be a field goal. Okay, they hit it too. 27-7. It's looking like it's going to be a potential blowout victory for Tulane, especially if they put more points on the board here. Screen set up for Combs. He's going to lose yards. So the screens are very hit or miss for Combs, but they do like dialing them up every once in a while, as being the number 1 receiver, he's kind of the one who they direct those screens to. Charlotte does put the ball in the end zone after we punt it. So 27-14 is your score. Maybe making a comeback a little bit. 3rd down and 7. Screen for the running back, and that's not going anywhere. Charlotte will get the football back, and probably in good field position too. And if they put the ball in the end zone here, it could get a little scary, and they do. 5 minutes to play, and Charlotte is storming back in this game. 27-21, and now we need to go and try to run out some clock here. Combs with a quick first down grab on the RPO. A lot of RPOs in this playbook, and Combs, they like finding him. Tight end's got the ball this time around in enemy territory. We'll get backed up to 2nd and 14, though, as 3.5 to go. Pass is going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 14. You don't want to give Charlotte the football back, but Combs is checking out of the game. I don't like that, and it will be a first down, though. The Combs doesn't need to do anything there as he gets a screen and a spin move. DeFazio going to be able to help run this clock out a little bit more. We might be able to drain the entirety of the 5 minutes. Vic, first down on the ground. Charlotte out of timeouts. One more first down will do it. And look at us. The run game actually getting the job done. We took the football back with 5 minutes to play and didn't let Charlotte see it again. And even though we had to come off the field, it worked out on that 3rd and 14. 9 catches on 9 targets. Great job. Now, I feel like it's so difficult to get good exam results. I literally study so much. I just don't fill out the bar, but I get it over halfway, and every single exam is just straight D's. So I don't know how much they want you to study to get a good exam, but our GPA was 3.6. Even though it went down, we're still perfectly fine. We're not in risk of losing eligibility. We're upgrading some other attributes here. Hands, elusiveness. I really want to get that change of direction up, but it's not moving all that much, and elusiveness is the lowest ceiling attribute that we have, so we did a little bit of everything. We even threw one into IQ, because why not? Let's get that overall up a little bit more, as we are sitting at a 76 overall, and the hands are looking nice, the speed's looking nice. We have more upgrades coming on the way, because if you remember a while ago, that NIL contract gives us +3 acceleration at the end of the contract, so we're gonna have 95 speed, 95 excel, as we're taking on Coastal Carolina next, and immediately throwing an interception is Vic. Coastal Carolina will get 3 points from it, and now Combs will get a catch in the start of the second drive. He'll get a first down grab, a gain of 13. 6 minutes to play in the first quarter as he's coming on the crossing route. They're going to take a shot for him. Combs got a step. He's got it. Combs, 65 yards again. Another big touchdown. He's having some Deshaun Jackson level production from 50+ yards out. The thing is, this is the type of player DeFazio Combs ended up becoming in the NFL when he was in Washington, averaging 20 yards per catch in seasons and having so many touchdowns. This is the type of stuff he was doing, as Combs can't bring that one in. He was off the field for quite a while, and Coastal Carolina's at 17-14 with the lead. Combs with the football, makes the grab, and spins around to make the defender miss, and he's going to get a lot more yards after the catch. That was really nice. Now from the 22-yard line, 5 minutes to play in the second quarter, and they will not go anywhere. It's a sack. Should be able to tie this game up, though, with a field goal, and we're going to hope we can maybe get the football back again to try to take a lead into the half. So the field goal's good. Coastal Carolina goes nowhere with their drive, and we get great field position. Screen outside to Reyna. It'll be a 3rd down and 2 situation from the 24, and the pass to the tight end's got the first down. And we're closing in on that red zone. They take us off the field. We get a field goal, but then we get a turnover. And now 30 seconds to play in the half. It's 20-17, and Vic is sliding down to the 10-yard line. We might be able to put up a 2-score lead going into the half. That pass to the tight end's going to be at the 4-yard line. Timeout used. We got 1 left. 14 seconds to play. Combs! Touchdown! Look at that, DeFazio getting a touchdown that isn't from 50 yards out. It's been kind of rare this season, as it's 27-17, and, going down 17-14, and then all of a sudden you look back up at the scoreboard going into half, it's 27-17. A lot of good production from our offense, and great job from our defense as well to get turnovers to help us out, as now we move ahead. 3rd down and 3. Got a first down, enemy territory, as we are just rolling right now. Combs coming off the field, but I mean, he's already got 2 touchdowns on the board today, and he's looking like he's having another big game. First down and goal as they hand it off. Touchdown. We didn't check back in until the very end of that drive, but it will be a score. And now suddenly up 34-17, really running away with this one now at the 34-yard line. That's going to be a fumble, though, and it's going to be scooped up by Coastal Carolina. Look at DeFazio. He's chasing him down. DeFazio is going to stop him. That was a little bit of effort right there, cutting that gap closing in. I mean, he probably would have been caught by the running back, but DeFazio closed that gap pretty fast. You can see the speed on display there. I don't know if I'd quite call that DK Metcalf on Buda Baker, but I'd call that pretty dang close. Coastal Carolina does put it in the end zone, though, so we'll be headed into the fourth quarter, 34-24, as Combs going to come across the field. That was a long developing play, but Combs gets by, and a first down. Turning that into a first down was impressive. Now another third down situation. 9 minutes to play in the fourth. Pass is going to be caught. Running back is going to get just enough. First down, and we could take a 3-score lead again. Vic on the read option, not going to find any, or it's a lose 4. Third down and 7, though, as Combs is going to be on a slant. They're just floating that one in the back corner of the end zone. 4 defenders were there. None end up with it. Got bailed out a little bit because you should not be throwing a football that dangerous into the end zone. Instead, field goal try will be good. Coastal Carolina can't get anything with it, and then Tulane also gets another field goal. I think it's another turnover. I don't know. Coastal Carolina's turning the football over left and right. It's 40-24. And Tulane's got it in the red zone, so this game should be all but over. Another score from Tulane is going to seal things up. Coastal Carolina does actually make it like really close at the end, but we recover the onside kick. 43-38 is your final, and moving to another victory. An impressive 7-1 on the season, and we could be fighting for a conference championship. This important game against Temple has been very uneventful throughout the first quarter. It's just 3-3 with a minute to play and an interception, a very bad interception thrown, and Temple will take the football back. They're 6-2, so this one, a lot of conference championship implications potentially, as again, it's just not been a very eventful game. I mean, Combs has barely been on the field, 3 minutes to go in the half. He makes his second grab of the game, but you can see like they're just keeping him off the field for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's not like he got wear and tear. He's been perfectly fine. He's fully healthy coming into this one. 2 minutes to play in the half, as Combs had a bit of space there. They didn't throw him the football. Instead, they take a sack. We're already on to the second half. This has been about as quick as of a game as it gets. 2 catches, just 12 yards on the day. Another sack from the Temple defense. It's been all defense in this one, but look at that throw. And grab for Combs at a first down. 3 for 30 now, as Combs coming across the field. About back to back, and he's open. First down and a big gain of 21 on the play. So now at the 42-yard line, Combs will check out of the game. You can see, though, he has no wear and tear on him, as Tulane will get the touchdown. 10-3 your score late in the third quarter. Run play is going to get a first down. I feel like the run game as the seasons went on has been a little bit worse throughout the year. Combs on a screen, 5 for 50. How about losing a yard on the play? Third down and 11. They're going to go not Combs' way, but like he was in the vicinity. That was a little bit of a weird route combination that they called there. But how about a crossing route? This time, Combs, it's over his head. And a bad throw. Third down and 8. They're going to set up for maybe a field goal there. 39-yard line to the 34 should be enough. That will be. And they get a field goal. Temple responds with one of their own. So 7 minutes to go. 7-point lead. And a 1-yard gain, second down and 9 the situation, as Combs coming across the field. They're going to go to him, and Combs got it! DeFazio! He's going to do it again! Look how fast he is! No one's even in sight! 75 yards! Touchdown! And that could be what gives them the spark to go to 8-1 on the season. The defense has been playing a really big game. And just like that, the game is over. Temple scores. That was about the quickest game we had, but it was still an efficient 120 yards. A big 75-yard touchdown on the day. And another victory on the board. 8-1 on the season. And how about a new NIL offer for us? 2 skill points, coach happiness, 500 followers. Nothing too crazy, but it's just a 2-week contract, so we will take that and move on to the next game of the season. We're taking on Memphis. 8-1, still not ranked, which I mean, we're not even like receiving votes for being ranked. That's the thing. Like, we're not even close to being ranked. I feel like maybe we should be in some conversations. We're playing pretty solid football right now. Our only loss is to UAB, and UAB hasn't lost a game since beating us. So, I mean, if we're trying to go back to a conference championship appearance, it may be against UAB if we can win these last 3 games. Look at a wide open tight end down the field in the wheel route. And tight end's going to get all the way inside the 20-yard line. Memphis is up 7-0. And Combs will check out when they go in the red zone. And, I mean, the tight end's coming out, too. Don't like to see that. Both of the pass catchers coming out. Tulane gets a field goal. They get the ball back at another field goal. They get the ball back at another field goal. And Combs doesn't see the field again until 4 minutes to play. And then a curl route. He's going to get on the field and immediately make a grab. 3rd down and inches. Handoff for the 1st down. And at the 43-yard line, 9-7 your score as we're trying to put maybe up a 2-score lead here, as that's going to be free with the grab for the 1st down. 3rd down and 8 situation now as Combs covered, and they go the other way. 2-minute warning has hit. It will be 4th down off the incomplete pass, so looks like we're going to have to try another field goal. Don't love that we're settling a lot. 12-7, and Memphis is not going to get any points on the board, not with the first drive of the second half either. Now throwing it deep, and we get the football back, and we could go 3 and out. Kona Free got the deep ball attempt there, not going to get it, and then a screen on 3rd and 10 is going to get nothing. Memphis adds a field goal, and really it's just been so frustrating that we haven't been able to be on the field consistently this game, and we haven't put the ball in the end zone. But Combs getting 2 straight grabs, this one a diving grab. He's got his 3rd catch of the game. He just hasn't been seeing the ball much, and another 3rd down stop and another potential field goal opportunity. This has just been a frustrating game. Another field goal's good. Memphis not able to get it in. We could still win this one, but we just have not found the end zone yet. And a 3 and out. Memphis ball back. They take their time and they get into the end zone. It's 18-15 as Combs makes the grab on the outside. We got 4 minutes to try to get maybe another field goal if we want to tie it. Combs has to step deep, but they have a wide open man on the right side. Kona Free. He is free. Touchdown. Tulane takes the lead, finally getting into the end zone. And defense, do you have a stop? Tulane is not gonna get the stop. With 4 seconds to play, Memphis steals it at the end. We didn't even get to see the field again. And we barely played that game. And now we have another NIL offer, at least. 3 energy up front, 4-week contract. We get 3 stamina and 3 acceleration as we get a nice boost for us. That's nice at least, but we lost that game. That's so bad. That's so bad. 8-2, and that hurts us a lot. UAB is ranked. They're undefeated in the conference. USF is undefeated in the conference, but we play USF, and then Florida Atlantic is ahead of us. Right now, though, we play 1-8 Navy, so we should be able to take care of business against the 1-8 Navy team, but we do not control our own destiny anymore. If we would have won that Memphis game, we just win out, we make the conference championship. Now, we need to hope USF loses. We need to hope Florida Atlantic loses the game. And, I mean, obviously we still have to take care of business on our own end against Navy, but hopefully a 1-8 Navy team should not cause us many issues. Play going on a while right now, 3rd down and 10, and Vic's going to run for it. He's got the 1st down, so nice job getting something on the ground. 2nd down and 11 the situation as Combs had some separation, but he's going to hit a block. Who is that? Is that 57? That's like a linebacker. Is our linebacker just make a grab? I don't know what the heck that was, or maybe he's just a weird tight end number. 3rd down and 14 the situation. Vic's going to run it again. It's a fumble, and ball is into the end zone, and it's scooped up by a teammate. Touchdown. A weird touchdown, but Reyna gets in. I don't know what the heck that drive was, but it worked out just fine for us. Tulane gets the football back at great field position. We're already in the red zone. As at the 20-yard line, pass on the outside, caught. That's Kona Free to the 11-yard line. And now we get the ball involved maybe a little bit. I would like to see the football a little, as we do not have a catch on the day yet. And the handoff is going to be for a touchdown. I can't complain too much. I'd prefer the win over the production. We've had a couple of really nice productive days so far, as they're going to throw on the outside. Caught. Combs, there you go. First grab of the game for 10. Now at our own 13-yard line, Combs finds an open soft spot in the zone. Combs makes the grab. He gets a block. And DeFazio. He's got 1 man to beat, but he's not going to be caught. Touchdown. His longest of the year. 87 yards. And just caught that football maybe 15 yards down the field, and 1 block sprung him free. No one can get a hand on him. He's just too fast. And we're up 21-7 in the second half right now, as 2 catches on the day, but 97 yards, throwing it deep, incomplete. Combs will check out of the game, And offense probably going to do the rest of this drive without him and maybe get a field goal like they usually do. Well, they'll get a touchdown, but then Navy will get a touchdown. So we're already at the end of the third quarter in good field position again. One thing I can credit, whatever the special teams and the defenses, we always get great field position, but we're not doing a good job blocking there. And we're going to get stopped, but Navy doesn't do anything with their drive. Dig screen. Combs has a catch for 7. That'll put him over 100 yards again. Looking pretty comfortable in this one. I would just say any more field goals, any touchdown should be able to close this one up for good, as that pass is going to be intercepted. I don't know where he was throwing that one. I'm just going to assume he got hit as he was throwing, because that went to absolutely nobody, as Navy takes the football and will not get anything, and then the clock is down to just 3.5 to go. Again, good field position as we come onto the field, and we're in field goal range, so it's looking like this one's going to be all wrapped up, and we should be going on to 9-2 on the season, and it will probably lead to a massive showdown against USF. We're checking out with 3 minutes to go, 4th and 12, field goal, good, game over, and we have won again, and that Memphis loss really hurts a lot. You know, I can at least take the UAB loss and say UAB's ranked right now, they're doing great stuff, but man, that Memphis loss. USF though, they did lose, so if we win our game, we jump USF. Then we need Florida Atlantic to also lose. So it still doesn't mean we control our own destiny, but we're wearing the all-teal jerseys. These are really nice looking. And we're taking on one of our toughest opponents of the season. And getting the block here, springing Kona free for a nice first down gain. As now 3rd down and 11 the situation. Combs running deep, and it'll be a sack. Good job the defense, though. Didn't allow anything, and we take it back with 4 to go in the first. Screen, and not going to go anywhere, so 3 and out. And already this first quarter seems like it might be a game of the defenses as we take the bench, and USF does put it in the end zone. All right, so now it's up to us to do something, but look at how wide open we are. And that pass, if it was just a little bit more out in front, we had to reach back for it, and it slowed us down. If it was out in stride, that was a touchdown. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to get the touchdown on the drive unless we go for it on 4th and 1. Will we, though? As we check off the field, will it be a 50-yard field goal? It will be. That's so unfortunate. We were so close. Still, though, a 35-yard catch is something we could be happy with. Could have been more, though, as we are still down 7-3 in this one. But with the football back, Combs, quick pass, and that's just off the mark. Just missed it. And Vic misfiring twice now as they're throwing it deep. Free, got the grab. There you go. Kona free. I think he's actually been a really solid number 2 receiver for us this season. We come off the field. We've become pretty accustomed to that. They're going to finish the drive with a touchdown without us, and then we stay off the field for a couple of drives, and then USF puts it in the end zone. So it's 14-10 the score right now. Combs was wide open for a while there, and by the time he finally threw it, a defender was in the area. Just a 4-yard gain. 48 seconds to go as Combs over the middle got the grab, first down, and we're not going to be able to really do anything with it. Combs checks out, takes it to half. Now we're in the second half, and Combs just has one big grab on the day. The other 2 turned out to be pretty meaningless, but look at that! Big crossing route! There you go! 75 yards for a teammate! That's one of our backup receivers! And a touchdown! That's what we need. We can't just let it all be on DeFazio for success, as the defense is going to get a stop. We're in good field position. 39-yard line, and a couple yards here on this 3rd down. We can maybe get into field goal range as the run is really hesitant, but I think it's going to be enough. Just 10 carries and 9 yards. 51-yard field goal will be the try here midway through this 3rd quarter. It is good. USF not able to score, and we got the football back. Read option. Combs hits a block, but other receiver not able to do the same. 3rd down and 4 the situation. Screen for the running back. That's going to be a lot of room. He's going to have the first down, makes a move, and a nice gain. 12 yards. Back into scoring range we go. As they set up the RPO, they're going to throw a screen to Combs, and just not going to get anything. He loses 3 yards. Good job, though, on the team to get something back from it. As now another screen. This one a little bit better. 6 yards on the gain. as that's going to be where they set up Combs to try to touch the football a little bit. Just 5 catches, 48 yards on the day. 2nd down and 9. Bubble screen out to the other teammate. Not going to get far. 3rd down and 7. You could still go up by 2 scores, though. They seem pretty content taking the field goal here, which I guess I'm not mad at. I'll take a 2-score lead as long as he hits it here. 8.5 to play in the 4th quarter. Field goal. Good. USF is going to score, and we have just 5 minutes to play, but a 2-point lead. Combs, that passes off the target again. Another bad throw from Vic. He's having a rough day right now trying to get the ball to Combs. And now we're on 4th and 1. Kona frees up over 100 yards, but we're going to have to see the bench. And I guess it's going to be up to the defense to stop them. 5 minutes to go. USF puts it in the end zone. And now we need a clutch situation here. Our chance at the conference championship. Nice route by Combs. Spin move. And DeFazio for 14. Our chance at the conference championship is slipping away if we can't do something big here. DeFazio, another big play. And another 1st down. Gain of 20. And Combs heating up now as they run the football up the middle, and a gain of 7, 3rd down and 1. Run the football again. He's got the 1st. We move ahead to the 17-yard line. Hand off. Got a lane. He's going to stiff arm, but he'll get 6 on the play, and they'll check him off the field at the 11-yard line. So we have to just rely on the team to do their job, and they get it to 1st and goal. All right, Tulane. We're back out there. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. We're going to run it. Has a minute 20 to play. And the clock stopped right now. USF all their timeouts. Run play is going to get him just shy 3 yards. And we're running the clock. Run the football again. And he's in. Touchdown. USF's got a little time to play. And we could be headed to a conference championship. USF not able to get into the end zone. 1 box has been checked. Now we turn our attention to see if Florida Atlantic loses their game. If so, we will be in the conference championship. And we have also set the single season record for receiving yards, which is impressive. I didn't know Tulane's receiving yards record, not to say like the amount that we have is low, but I would have thought it'd be a little bit higher than what we have. It's not like we got some 1,600-yard season, but hey, we'll take the record books where we can get them, and we will get a little GPA bump. We got a major project. We're basically losing all of our energy this week because we're doing stuff for school. And one other little thing, we have another NIL offer, and they want us to use AI. Oh boy. We're using AI. You know what? I'm just here for the skill points. I don't care about the rest of that stuff. We'll get some AI NIL offers. Why not? We'll take the 2 skill points, 3-week contract. It's not really that good of a offer, but I'm better than nothing, I suppose. But the conference championship will be in our future. Tulane is ranked 21 in the country, taking on number 12 UAB. And Florida Atlantic did lose, which is massive because now we get a chance to play in the conference championship against one of the only 2 teams that has beaten us this year. It means technically playoffs could be in our future if things formulate in a certain way. I think we would need some other teams to lose. Boise State's ranked. We would need them to lose their conference championship. I think another team is ahead of us. I think it's like Georgia State. We would need them to lose. But we win this game and a couple other teams lose, we could sneak into that final playoff slot. If not, though, we'll be happy with a conference championship as long as we can get our revenge on UAB. And we're trying to spoil their hopes and dreams at a playoff opportunity. Look at the big play by the running back on the check down, 35 yards from the 46 play. We're going deep here, and that's going to be a fumble. And then a flag. As what is the flag here? They're going to call pass interference on DeFazio. What did I do? They called pass interference on him. What did he do? He didn't do anything. UAB gets a score, though, and that's the whole first quarter. We're down 7-0. What the heck did I do? All right, sure, why not? 3rd down and 15, the situation here. Crossing route can't be brought in. I have to see the bench again. Barely gotten to see the field, and it's not even because they're just not playing us. We just haven't had the ball much as UAB puts in a field goal. 10-0 your score. There you go, Combs. First grab of the game and a 1st down. All right, gain of 13. 5:30 to play in the second quarter as curl route not going to be able to get the football there, and they're going to sack him. 3rd down and 16. Combs going to go outside, got open, and it's too low. Pass was bad. And now another 3rd down situation here as we move ahead to 3 minutes to play. Combs gets that one. That was a good throw finally as Combs gets another 1st down grab. All right, see him get some targets. That's what you need to do. I mean, he's the all-time leading receiver for Tulane in a single year. So, I mean, he's clearly doing something right. Now at the 12-yard line, handing it off. And that run is going to get him inside the 5. Down to the 4-yard line, 2nd and 2. 2-minute warning has hit. Run is down at the 1-yard line. So close. And I'm fine. I'm fine leaving the field. Just get it in the end zone. Come on. 10-7 is your score, and we are running out of time here in this half as Combs is going to get a 1st down grab. I don't know if they're going to be aggressive, though. Doesn't look like it, as they're not going to be able to do much here. 14 seconds to play, 4th down, and the second half is underway. We get the football to start, though, as 2nd down and 10. Combs on the outside makes the grab. That would have been good in the NFL. 2 feet down as Combs has 6 grabs, just 44 yards, so no big plays, and a stop there, so 3 and out. But they are getting him the football at least. It makes sense. So we go turn to the defense. UAB not able to get any points on the board as Combs sitting here wide open. And I guess Vic's going to keep it himself. I mean, sure, it was probably the same result, but Combs was just sitting there wide open. As now 2nd down and 10. Combs, that's a nice play. All right, they get it to the other receiver. Combs could have had some real room to run there if he got that football. As now 3rd down and 16, the situation. Wide open's Kona free, and he's going to spin off a defender. Another one coming, and Combs hits the block. Touchdown! And even though that doesn't go in the stat sheets for DeFazio, he hits the clutch block to get the score, and Kona free also clutch there. We don't see the field for a while. UAB gets in the end zone. It's 17-14, and we only come in for 1 3rd down snap that results in a sack. As now we're going for the tie, I suppose. 17-17 is your score, and we got 7:30 to play. Can we hit the clutch drive as Combs with the catch across the field, and DeFazio for a gain of 18 into enemy territory. Run the football, and a nice run. There you go, 7 yards. Run game helping us out for 1. 2nd down and 3. Screen set up. Combs hitting a block. There you go, Combs. It's Combs blocking that's helping us right now, and he's got 20 yards on the play. 2nd down and 3 is the situation. Tight end got the 1st down. It's goal to go. Combs will head to the sidelines. 5 minutes to play. Tulane gets the touchdown. Defense gets the stop. We got 4.5 minutes. We got the lead. And a conference championship on the verge of being ours. 2nd down and 4. Pass to free. 1st down and a catch and run to the 48-yard line. Clock's running to 3 minutes as the handoff. He's got room. He's got a stiff 4. Broken tackle. And a 1st down again. UAB's out of timeouts. Can we get another 1st down to end it? 3rd down and 5. As Combs, they go to him on the RPO. He's not going to get there. It's okay, though. We're going to get it down to the 2-minute warning, and if we hit this field goal, I think we'll be okay. Field goal's good, and we win the conference championship. The American Athletic Conference title is ours, and we might be headed to the playoffs if a couple of things go our way. If not, though, still really successful year. I wouldn't call it a historic upset. This reporter is referring to it as. I don't think 21 beating 12 is a historic upset, but sure, we'll take the followers in response to that. 10,000 followers, sure. But let's move to where this season is headed as a Heisman Trophy for Matt Zollers at Missouri. All right, cool. And then how about All-American for DeFazio Combs? Now, this is all-conference, not NCAA All-American, unfortunately. But still, really good season. And our fates is a bowl game, no playoffs, but how in the world, of all teams that we could play, of all teams, Miami. That is so crazy. Of all the teams that you could go up against, Miami. The school DeFazio Combs came from, the school he wants to go to, the school that we knew him as coming out in the NFL draft. And he's going to get a chance to put on a show in front of this Miami coaching staff. And I mean, even though Miami's not had a strong year, they're still a strong team. And we're going to see if we can come out here with a bold victory. We weren't able to get the job done last year. We took on Ole Miss. Didn't go our way. How about this time, though? As Combs had one 95-yard touchdown in the bowl game last year, and that was the punctuation on a strong end of his season. This year, it's been a full-fledged breakout season, being one of the better receivers in the country. And now, getting to take a step up in competition, taking on Miami. Will it be a bowl victory? And will we see maybe the final game in his Tulane career? We'll see if he wants to stick around at Tulane another season. But number 17 Tulane against a Miami team, like I said, down year for them, but still a really good team overall as it's 0-0. 3 minutes ago, it's been a very heavily defensive, fast-moving first quarter. Screen outside of the running back, and he doesn't have much room on 3rd and 15. He'll get 3 yards. Already into the second quarter, so not a lot happened in the first. 0-0, but Combs makes his first grab of the game. 13 yards on the play, as now open underneath. Combs makes the catch, coming across the field, and Combs breaks a tackle and past midfield. Combs got 2 back-to-back there, as now he will have his tight end get a short catch, gain of 3, 3rd down and 8 the situation, and they're going to take DeFazio off the field on 3rd down and 8. I don't see why you would do that, but it's not going to help them out as they punt the football. Miami doesn't do anything with their drive. They're throwing one deep, and I think he got hit as he was throwing. That would have been something potentially. But Combs coming across the middle of the field makes a grab right in front of a linebacker. All right, putting on a little bit of a nice performance right now in front of the Miami coaching staff, as it's not working really much from a team success standpoint, but with 2 minutes to go in the half, Miami finally scores. Comeback route, and now running every different route over that intermediate area. That 10 to 15 yard area has just been where Combs has been thriving this game right now, as that's going to be a catch for Reina, a gain of 8. Minute 30 to play, coming across the field. They're not going to give him the football. It's going to be a sack. Now from the 30-yard line, Combs over the middle, open, first down, and now move the chains a little bit more. 11-yard line, 40 seconds to play. Combs on the outside, pass was not the best. He caught it, but if that pass was a little bit more out in front or a little bit further, he might have been able to get the first down. Instead, he had to kind of stop, turn, reach up for it. Kind of stopped his momentum a little bit. 4th and inches. They get a field goal instead. So now starting the second half, 8 minutes to go, and Combs underneath. It was just open for a little while, but not able to get the football here. Now getting a step deep. Combs up top, got it. And DeFazio, I mean, he's not had any like massive 50-yarders, but 97 yards on 7 catches. He's playing a very complete game right now, and he's definitely been the best player on this Tulane offense. He's going to check out the game, though. 3 minutes to go, 3rd down and 4 from the 30-yard line, and Combs, I don't think he's happy that he's checking off the field in a lot of key situations. I don't think he's liking that, as Tulane will get a field goal instead. Now, how about being backed up at our own 1-yard line, run the football, get us a little bit of help. But third quarter winding down, maybe last play of the quarter, as from the 4, and it's going to be a fumble, and in the end zone, it's scooped up, and it's a safety. I guess good that it wasn't a touchdown, but, I mean, Combs has to come off the field. It's still 9-6, though, your score. Throwing the football deep, right side, incomplete, 3 and out. This has been a brutal offensive performance. Combs got open quickly. He makes the grab. DeFazio, give him 23 on the play. He's at 120 on the game. He's had an awesome game so far. And with 6 minutes to go, it just hasn't mattered. The rest of this offense can't do much of anything, as that is not going to go anywhere. 4th down, hit as he was throwing. They're going to have to punt again. I mean, Tulane's had a chance in this one. Miami only has 9 points, but they're going to eventually get a long touchdown, get another field goal. By the time Combs comes back on the field, they're throwing a jump ball to him. It's incomplete. There's just 2 minutes to go, and 4th down and 10, down by 2 scores, and he's coming off the field. So he's going to have to just watch from the sidelines, and Miami gets it back, and the game is over. And while you were hoping that you could get a really exciting bowl game, number 17 in the country, maybe get a big win, build on your season, DeFazio individually had a nice game, but overall wasn't a good game from this team. Jamison Vick, for a freshman quarterback, I will say, had a nice season. 24 touchdowns, 7 picks, 3,800 yards. Like, I'm not going to complain about what Jamison Vick did as a freshman quarterback. What I will complain about, though, is the run game. 3.3 yards per carry on 236 carries. That's bad. Really bad. The run game was bad, but DeFazio Combs was not. DeFazio was awesome. 85 catches, 1,418 yards, and 10 touchdowns. He averaged just over 100 yards a game, had a lot of big plays, and a lot of 100-yard performances. He had, I mean, at least a semi-productive day in all but few games. I mean, the UAB game, the first one wasn't good. The Memphis game wasn't good. But other than that, I mean, had a solid level of production in every other game this season and had some big ones. I mean, you can look at the longest play that he had in each of the games. I mean, 57, 87, 65. He had big performances left and right. Just 5 games under 100 yards all year. National champion. How about Duke making it to the national title game, losing? But it's weird. Duke, they gave us a good offer. They gave us the best offer. We turned them down, and they're in the national championship, so maybe we made the wrong decision there. But DeFazio Combs, top 20 in the country when it came to yards, top 20 in yards per game, top 20 when it came to a lot of statistical categories, and also in rack yards, he was pretty high up there too, top 10 in rack. So on top of that, he only had 3 drops. They only listed him down as 3 drops, so really good season. And when you're looking at what the future for DeFazio is going to be, we knew that this time would probably come eventually. When he was drafted to Washington in the first round, the first draft pick in my NFL head coach 09 franchise, he was from Miami. And even though he didn't start at Miami, and we have taken his career to this point where he's had a great year at Tulane, we knew Miami was eventually going to be the end game. And after facing Miami in a bowl game, putting up a good performance against them, a lot of upperclassmen receivers being good now, he's an 83 overall, and he's going to be getting even better. I think there is no better time than right now to jump to Miami. That would mean we get a redshirt junior and a redshirt senior season. And going to Miami, you may say, hey, there's a lot of receivers potentially on that depth chart ahead of you. I'm not too fazed about it. As DeFazio now lands in Miami, his dream school where he wants to be, they graciously gave us 32 skill points to work with, which is awesome. Which, I mean, we didn't get skill points for like off-season stuff in the previous years, but cool, 32 skill points. I wasn't expecting that, but we take that. And, you know, he's already sitting at a decent overall right now. And why not make him even better? As when it comes to like his physical abilities, I mean, I don't really need like recoup or double dip. I mean, we can get some of those stuff eventually, but I think for now, the goal is just going to be to continue to get him to be a higher overall player. And with 32 skill points, I think this would be the best time to, if I wanted to upgrade speed a little bit more, to do that. It only goes up 1, but 96 speed, 95 acceleration, still 17 skill points. Let's get the hands up. Let's get the elusiveness and route running up. Route running's looking pretty solid now. And then with the final 7 points, there you go. Get the elusiveness going. And then 2 more points left over. Just throw it in awareness. Combs is an 86 overall. We'll change his number, get him back to 81. I think what's really interesting, though, is despite being the second highest rated receiver on the team, right now he's listed 5th on the depth chart, which I would imagine him being the second highest rated and having some sort of, you know, resume to him as being a successful wide receiver already, you know, Tulane's single season all-time leader. It shouldn't be hard for him to climb the depth chart. I mean, he's an 86 overall. He's really good. So I'm not too fazed about being 5th on the depth chart, and it's looking like we're going to have to deal with another freshman quarterback. How about Shakir Latimer is going to be the quarterback, and he looks really good, elite development, and just seems like a monster. So that's going to be the situation here. He is landed at Miami, and he is ready to take his game to the next level against top-flight competition. He's going to be starting a little bit lower on the depth chart, but I'm confident that he can climb his way pretty quickly. Second best receiver on the team, fastest receiver on the team, and he's ready to make an impact at Miami. So hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the season and where you think he's gonna fit in Miami and how good you think he's going to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, as all that stuff is very helpful. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.